And then lastly, around testing, just run testing. Use the engines that your user is using. If they're in Athena, get the right version of Athena. Make sure it's v3, not v2 or whatever. Run the test. Snowflake, validate everything. Just run queries. Double check. Make sure joins work, aggregations work, user-defined functions. Make sure everything works, and then your testing is pretty solid there. The last thing I want to talk about is you can kind of validate the ability to update and delete. And this is a way to kind of backfill the data. There's a way to correct data and fix issues if you found issues during your testing. So this is something called a WAP pattern, basically write-audit-publish pattern, and it's built in to Iceberg. Spark has a good support for that as well. Basically, you take the table, you update a property, and you say write WAP enabled. So you enable that. And then the next thing is you create a branch. And this is very similar to Git. You basically create a branch of that table, which creates a new snapshot. It gives that snapshot a name called test branch in my case. In my case, it starts from version 1. Maybe your table has been running for a few days and lots of changes have been happening. You want to start from version 5. You can do that. In my case here, I'm saying just retain that branch for only 1 day. After 1 day, I'm going to delete and clean that branch. You can do it for longer if you want. And then inside of Spark, we basically go and we do the changes that we want. We can run an insert statement that says, insert, the last 5 years into the table, or update this column or that column, or delete a particular column where the ID is XYZ. So you can run these CRUD operations on top of the table, but it's only done within that branch. The main branch of your table is not changed. So your users aren't seeing any of this until you push the final commit, which is the last function there, where we basically move the branch forward, and we say this table now swap the test branch into main, or promote test branch into main. Now all your users can see the latest changes that you made, right? So it's a great way to fix stuff. In Hive, this was a nightmare, right? It was really, really hard to do. It wasn't safe. It was just too much effort to get it done. But this is really how simple it is inside of Iceberg to do. So really cool pattern. Get familiar with it. Really helpful with migration.